Number 4, I had a gentleman once come to an open house in the spring, New England weather, a little precarious. It had rained the night before. Things were a bit muddy outside. And this was a beautiful home, well cared for and occupied. So we had asked graciously if people could remove their shoes or leverage shoe covers. There was a gentleman that came through who was livid at this request. I don't know if it was the first open house he'd ever attended, but he was not happy with me. And just by the way, I hate asking people to take off their shoes, but like, it's not my home. So I had said, sir, I really appreciate where you're at, but this is somebody's home. We don't want to track mud through the home. If you could take off your shoes. He wouldn't, and I told him, unfortunately, that unless he wanted to take off his shoes, he could not come in. Yes, it is an open house. It is open to the public, but I don't own that house, and neither does he, so unfortunately, rules are rules. But him and I had to, like, kind of, like, suss it out and, like, get through it at the open house. Let's see. Okay, I was at an open house for a listing, hosting, and a neighbor came in, sweet as pie, totally caught me off guard because we were like talking about the weather and what they love about the neighborhood, and then they just like hit me with the, oh, by the way, did you know that there was a fire in this house 40 years ago? Yeah, the whole neighborhood is fairly convinced that the person who died in that fire still haunts the neighborhood. And we had to like really get to the bottom of that. Figured out that the house did have a fire far before my clients ever owned it, and try to dispel any concerns around the haunting. I never felt unsafe in that house, just FYI. But those are my 5 horror stories. We will again do an etiquette video because there is a way to conduct yourself at an open house that helps keep your positioning as strong as possible. But just thought I'd share that with you, a little behind the scenes.